Is it in the scope? Okay. Hello, hello. My warmest greeting to all the spectators. I hope that it's visible. Now I'm harvesting the seeds for upcoming season. It's the season 2026. Unfortunately, I wrote it in my Slovak language here, and problem is that this is basil from the last year here in my foil house. But problem is I can a little bit enclose. Okay, manipulation is very difficult. But problem is that this basil, yes, it would be visible everything, and here is the basil. Okay, because I couldn't see basil on the almost same background. It's very masked, but I can see my hand, so I'm checking just if the basil is in vicinity. Yeah, but I think that this is good, and here is okay. So, and now the problem is that I don't know what is the color, because usually I have two colors, the green one and the red one. Both of them are fantastic for food, for health medicine, for everything, you know. So I'm trying to grow up, I'm trying to harvest as much as possible basil, but especially I try to consume it when it's green. Of course, in other conditions where I'm living, it's Slovakia, there are really big winters. This winter we had many days completely freezing, that there was minus degrees even during afternoon, like, or during day, and during nights the temperatures drop down to almost minus 17 degrees in our region. So anyway, we will try to harvest, and we will try to afterward we will try to check if the seeds are still alive, because seeds should be stratificated, so it means that they need a little bit cool down temperature to be restarted, certain processes. But how to harvest? Okay, simply said, I have, you see here between the rubbish there are a lot of very valuable seeds. So I'm going completely. Okay, this is another plant. I have to be very careful not to mix two plants together, because I don't know what is the color, basically, you know, I don't know. So I have therefore I've prepared, where is the camera? I prepared the labels that color is unknown, and I will just decode the color after the harvesting by, let's say, generally by trying to plant few of the seeds, because as you could see, these seeds are very high quality. This is not macro camera, this is panoramic camera, because I have 3 cameras on my mobile phone, so unfortunately this is not very visible. But anyway, there will be another video in macro mode, how to, let's say, test the seeds or something like this. So this is just normal mode, or respectively panoramic mode, for the collection procedure, showing you the collection procedure. We can collect everything, or we can collect only something, because we have overwhelming number of the seeds. I trying not to put there the weaker elements. Yes, for instance, this one is weaker. I will just put it out because there is no seed composition, and This one the same. Only the biggest flowers or former flowers I'm collecting just because they have a lot of yielding. The other, like this, these final flowers, they are not very yield. You see that even they have nice. Okay, this one had nice, but here is really a lot of seeds. I'm just squeezing a little bit to distort the to distort the holder or this indexing part where the seeds are indexed. Okay, nice. And we could say that this is the harvested. We can also put the seeds on the free soil in hope that sometimes, if miracle comes, sometimes it could grow up here again. But it is not very likely. So now I need to, let's say, here should be maybe better macro mode. I need to melt the other fragments because seeds are more than side, so I will use blow like this way, you see, but I need to melt everything correctly because otherwise this is something like fly wings and it can blow up even with the seed inside. So I have to put, this one had no seed inside, I have to put the seeds, is it visible? Okay, I can change to macro mode, maybe not macro mode directly, I just use the 108 pixels camera. It's more than enough to see all the details. I hope that it's visible. And because I cannot go so close to be macro mode efficient, but anyway, what I'm doing now, I'm just distorting the rubbish from the seeds, and seeds are collecting at the bottom with very high concentration. Yes, and this is like cleaning, manual cleaning process. We can try to blow up. Okay. Okay, we can use different methods, like we can collect rubbish manually firstly, and etc etc. Sometimes also seeds are blown up, but don't worry, because they are probably not very I would like to say pregnant or something like that. They are just false, they are just dead inside, and they are very lightweighted, therefore, and therefore they are perfect. And we are just repeating. I don't know if it's visible on the camera because I have to concentrate what I'm doing here. Now it's a nice day because it's very dry day. I hope that is visible. Okay, and now we are getting quite quite clean. We are getting quite high cleanness of the seed substrate. Sometimes we can put it out manually, but it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, because this is just for replanting, just okay. I think that the quality of the cleaning process for our purpose is more than enough. Yes, here you could see, I'm not sure if it's focusing correctly, but here is very high quality of seeds. Then I will use other separate bag. Okay, need to go a little bit down. There is just matter of if I can hit the back with this portion. Maybe it's not good idea do it like this way. I will do it like this way. I will just do it inside. It's much reliable that I don't lose a lot of seeds by some, let's say, physics. Okay, we could see that we have really nice portion from only this one plant. Okay, and we will try to this I have really worries, because to be on camera and in the same time to have good conditions, it's very high, very okay. I'm unable to do it because the bowl diameter is too big, although we can leave some rubbish there. And I will do it in that way, that I will just pick it up like this way. I'm not sure. Okay, it's not, it was out of the camera. Problem is that this camera is a little bit, the focus is a little bit, I need to set up like this way, and even more. So I have bowl underneath the procedure, so if I lose some, they just drop back to the bowl. Yeah, but we are complete. We are complete with this. Where is the camera? This camera is make me crazy because the mobile is very heavy and I need to have stative. So we have one seed from one plant, another seed from another plant. This was just a smaller plant. And one empty bag. And this empty bag, okay, we will use the last plant here, and basically the last plant is here. I'm not sure now if we can see. Yes, we can see. It's this one, and a little bit like this way, and we will do the same procedure. Basically, this plant is not very rich on seeds, as we could see, but maybe the color could be just different. Therefore, because different colors, I think that green one doesn't need so big temperature than the other color. Okay, but I don't know where to put the camera now. I will do it like this way. Okay, I will do it like this way, and and maybe yeah, now I can see what I'm doing exactly to be in the focus. So I will do the same procedure. However, this plant is a little bit wet. I can feel it that I cannot, it's not so scraping me underneath my fingers. I will leave it on a sun for a certain time to dry out, and just then I will try to collect. It would be the best. So this is just procedure for collection, and that's all from this video. Basically, I have no more seeds in my foil house. I can just start to grow up to plant plant other seeds like cucumbers and pumpkins for the upcoming season, because this is the main. Basically here is dried banana. It's completely frozen due to extreme winter this year. Unfortunately, everything frozen here, but never mind, we will try again. Banana will also try again. This is its advantage, that it can regrow even from zero, because there is still root system. I hope that it will regrow, because this is my first, let's say, first experience that the banana is dead. So I don't know. I hope that it can regrow as the journal says us. So, and that's all. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you in my next video. So, hello in my next video. In this video we are going to plant the garlic, because it's ready to be planted. You see that it has a lot of these elements, and this one is still shy, it's inside, but I think that when I open it, it would have the same, because it's soft. And before we are going, and method of the planting will be to plant it into this egg case, or how to call it, because I saw it on the YouTube that you can achieve a big, very high quality garlic balls. But before we are going to plant the garlic, we need to prepare hypermanganium solution to penetrate the garlic with the solution, in order to avoid any further disease, especially fungicides, but also it protects against animals, and it is basically not so harmful to your health till you are not drinking this water. How much you should put there? Quite a lot. It is not true that you just need to have slightly pink. You need to have dark violet solution. So now we have to wait, because it's dissolving, the water is cold, and it's dissolving just very slowly. You could see that there are still a lot of elements inside, so I will leave it maybe a couple of hours to dissolve it completely, and then I will put the garlic into the solution for 30 minutes maybe. But now it's not suitable to put it there, because the solution is not ready. And when garlic is, especially root system, or the growing system is close to the concentrated KMnO4, it's hypermanganium. It could really burst the root system, or burst the part of the garlic, so it is not very very useful then, when there is no spreaded the solution in the water completely, or the hypermanganium, not solution. So we have to wait, but I'm thinking that I'm not sure if it's still if it's enough, because the water is not as dark as to be dark, so I'm going to put a little bit more there. Okay, here is the hypermanganium. Okay. I just need to create my temporary holder for my mobile, which is used currently as a camera. So I will put a little bit. Oh, okay, this is not enough. Don't worry if you put much more. You just reduce the time of pouring into the solution. So now it's gonna be really the required quality. And I also use for other fungicides on my orchard, because it's very helpful, so I never pull it out when the garlic, because garlic doesn't consume any of this. When the garlic is done, I will put it into atomizer and sprinkle on the trees, and it's also very efficient on the trees, but not with this high concentration, of course, because trees are much more sensitive, the leaves are much more sensitive on concentration. This concentration must be reduced maybe 20 times. I will see, in that case it should be just violet, not dark violet, but it should be just violet like we saw before. But for the garlic, for the seeds, we need dark violet, because you should imagine that once you put the garlic into the soil, you are unable to modify this concentration, and garlic must survive only with this concentration during the whole growing period. And you know, this is like why it is. Okay, let it be to be completely dissolved, and then I will come, and now it's correct. The concentration like this is okay, but there is still elements of the KMnO4 at the bottom, so we have to wait till everything is completely dissolved. Yes, this is very important also. Okay. And so when we have completely dissolved all particles, then solution is ready, and we can start to prepare the garlic. We don't need to peel out this, only when it's so going out spontaneously, but we can leave also the peels on the garlic, because it's kind of protection. It's hacked by the solution, and it can protect much longer time. Of course, that we consider that the peels are good quality. Okay, this garlic is not or hasn't been waken up yet. Here is starting something, yes. Okay, maybe I'm just checking if they are separated correctly, because we don't need to put double heads into one spot, then we degrade. Okay, and as far as we have ready the heads for penetration, we just put them into solution. This I want to avoid for next here we have double for next roughly 30 minutes. Yes, to bath them completely. First to put them there, and secondly to bath them. Yeah, bath them somehow like this way. Couple of times during these 30 minutes you should mix it, and just you will see that the skin or the peel is penetrating, is completely colored or not. So hence the time of penetration depends. Okay, that's the next step, and the last step will be just to blend it out. Okay, and it is time to put it out from the water. And to grow them in the garden. And my trick is also that you can also put a little bit spreads here. It's better, it's more reliable that it could be persistent against disease during growing period. Okay, now we have the prepared material. We need to grab this one. If you go to our spot here, we could see the garlic, which is already up, and here we will prepare the next one. Yes, okay, the soil must be perfectly prepared, and then I will shove it by one hand, therefore I'm not going to use some kind of big tools. It will take me a little bit more time, but it is possible to do it also. Yeah, here I will prepare the channel. Oh, there is a lot of and when channel, okay, it's not good. I could demonstrate it here. This one is like rubbish, but we can leave it there. When channel is ready, we just put into the separators, X separators, just put the close. I hope that it's visible, because I need to concentrate myself on what I'm doing, not so much on if it's visible in the camera. Okay. Great. And the last one. So here we have 10 pieces, and we just put the soil on, and we'll be waiting. Just patience. Patience is very important. Okay, so it's somehow like this way. Now I have both of the hands are dirty. Okay, perfect. We will just continue here. Basically the process is the same, but I'm really very dirty. I need to finish this video. So thank you very much for watching. So I had a call, therefore I interrupted the process, but come back to the process, and basically just to finalize it, basically this one, and here is the space for the next one. We can put a little bit more soil maybe, yeah. Okay, is it visible? Oh, it's hardly visible. The process is that this one will be overwhelmed by soil because the soil is lower density, since we put an air into it, and here will be the next channel. Okay, I think that it's enough. Okay, perfect. We have prepared the next channel. We put the next one, and we just rearrange a little bit. I'm not sure if there is enough number for 10 claws. If there are 10 claws, I don't think so. There is only 8. Yeah, there is only 8 elements. So I just align them nicer, somehow like this way, and just dye them like this way. Yeah, a little bit from this part, just dyeing. Let's say it's kind of dyeing, yes. We can do like bulldozer, like this way, and now this. Okay. Perfect. Okay, nice. And here we have very specially planted the garlic, and we will see how this experiment will look like. And this is my previous experiment, just to put the redundant garlic, and it's very nice because I have very fresh garlic very early in springtime. So you see that everything is still underneath the soil, just this garlic is eatable, and it's very fresh and it's very healthy. So thank you very much for watching my micro farming, and here is kiwi, but I've never seen any kiwi fruit from this plant, but I hope that one day it will come. So thanks a lot, and take care about your health.